Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be going through how you can remove scratches from your PSA case. It is a real pet peeve for me. There's nothing worse than having an expensive card freshly back from PSA and then you just find that there's scratches all over the case. I don't know whether this is done in the process of actually casing the card or whether it's in transit when they're moving it about, but I do find quite often that there are little hairline scratches, or sometimes even quite big scratches on the case, and if you're displaying your cards it is really noticeable. So there are limitations, and I am going to be going through the limitations as to what can be removed and how to remove it. So what I use is it's like a plastic polisher. It's normally used for car headlights. When they get UV damage they sort of go cloudy, so it's a very fine grit material. I picked this up off eBay, I think, or Amazon, one of the two. So this is the first thing that you're going to look for. You're going to look for some sort of car cleaner and polish, mainly for plastic, and then I picked up I think 10 of these. They're just, I think they're like microfiber cloths used for cleaning camera lenses. Picked up a pack of 10 of them, so that's all really that you're going to need. Pick it up for around £10 all in all. Now to go through the limitations of what can be removed. Right, these are the limitations that we have. As I say, this process is only to remove your hairline scratches or shallow scratches. You're not going to remove any cracks from the case, or you're not going to remove any big scratches. As you can see, we've got a blade from the gym deck hollow, the PSA 9 there, so I mean we're going to rub away in the top corner there because there is an issue, and then I'll just remove this. I mean, we have to be realistic with what you're going to achieve. You're not going to turn your PSA 9 into a PSA 10. Other limitations we have here: Shining Celebi from the Shining Legends set in a PSA 10. Let's just go over the case with that. Make sure we get all the scratches out. I mean, again, limitations. You're not going to be able to turn your Shining Celebi from Shining Legends into the one from Neo 4 in a PSA 10. Right, let's look at what we're trying to remove. As you can see here, Gen 2, Neo 1 Lugia, and all the way across the front of the card by the hollow, you can see those hairline scratches. We can remove them. Moving on to, we've got our Neo 4 Dark Ampharos. Again, all the way down from the HP 70, all down the hollow of the card, we've got them scratches. We were going to run into a little bit of trouble though, for example on this Zoroark GX. If you look just by the GX at the bottom of the card, there is a noticeable scratch. Now that will take a little bit more to remove the scratch, but it is doable. Right, let's get into what you can remove. So you've seen what it is that we're looking for damage wise. We are going to try our best to remove what we can. So all I normally do is get your cloth, wrap it around a finger so it's tight, so you've got a nice working surface here. Get your polish, shake it up, and you want to be placing a pea-sized blob on your card. I'll just quickly show. That is all you're really looking for. So you just start to work that in circles. I normally do it until it sort of, you just keep going until there's nothing left really. But that's essentially what you do. Keep going in circles until you can pretty much feel that all the polish is gone, and then take another part of the cloth and just wipe over the card, and that is enough to remove them. I'm going to do the same again on another card, and I will be showing the before and after. So we've got our Dark Ampharos in a PSA 10. This arrived this week, all the way from Canada. Again, so pea-sized blob, and you just want to, you're not pushing hard, it's just a firm press It's mainly just about working the polish into the plastic. I do sometimes use a cloth to polish and then a cloth to wipe off, so that you're not wiping more polish into the cards, but for this, because it was a brand new one, I'm okay with using the back of it. So yeah, just work it side to side and rub all the polish off. Sometimes you do get some sitting in the grooves here, so just dig your fingernail in with the cloth, just wipe it out like that. As I say, I will be showing the before and afters. And finally, so you did see in the video that there is quite a substantial scratch, and you can hear it. Well, you might be able to hear it with my finger. I have had a go at this one before. I think anything that's as deep as that, you're probably looking at least 4 or 5 times going over to get rid of it, or to at least take the dull of the shine away, of the scratch away. But just concentrate on the one area. I mean, to be honest, there is a few scratches on this card as well, so I have got a few. I mean, I'll just go over the whole card again. This is probably the 4th time I've had a go at this, but I wanted to sort of wait for the video and use it as part of that. Just have a look at this. I mean, it's definitely going down. If you had the time and patience, you might be able to get rid of it completely. Again, using the back of the cloth. Yeah, it's getting fainter and fainter. So it will just take a few more goes to get rid of it. But this is mainly used for those hairline scratches, whether it's when they get sleeved up, it's like the scraping of putting the card in the sleeve. I try to avoid doing that, but obviously some people don't take as much care. But yeah, I'll go through the before and afters now. And hopefully with this, simple as that and that, and your cards will be looking, I mean, there is nothing worse than when you spend the money getting the card graded, and you spend the money on the card in the first place to get it graded, and then you get it back and there's just scratches all over the case. You put it in the case to preserve it, and you want the case looking in the best condition it can do. So yeah, if you found this video informative, then let me know, and I will try and do some other ones and try and find other ways. I mean, I've searched for a video like this for a while, and I just couldn't find one. I ended up finding a forum post from, I think, 2004, 2005 maybe. That's the only information I've found on it. Went from there, so I thought I'd put this out. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.